everybody to another uncorking. It's been probably 3 months since our last one. Sorry about the delay. I got my buddy Nate from the band FLEDfive and BOURBON joining us today.
Thank you.
He plays the drums. Good friend of mine.
You hit things.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You guys got a new album on the way, don't you?
Yeah, working on it right now in the studio.
Yeah. The COVID thing kind of slow you down at all?
Live action, yes, but in the studio, we kind of
taking the time.
moved this to be a little bit more aggressive on it. So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
in our own little world, we're even more into it versus the bar scene, which is fine with me.
Use the time while you got it.
Yep, I'm good with it.
We apologize about the environment. We're in the woods, and the camera's actually on a bourbon barrel.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're keeping it real today.
On an outside bar.
So
that
today
you made this bar.
Yep. So today we are going to try Iron Fish from Thomasville, Michigan. This one is their bourbon finished in an Imperial Stout cask. So my wife and I did a tour of their distillery about a year ago, and it was probably one of the better tours we've ever had. It was an amazing tour. And this particular one, they used a bourbon barrel, and then they sent it out to a local brewery, and then they aged their Imperial Stout in it, and then it gets sent back, and then they age some bourbon in that barrel again. So this is going to be fairly interesting. I had it during the tour, but outside of that, I have not had it. And looking for that little guy.
Explain to us what you're doing right now, Shawn.
I'm trying to uncork it. I'm trying to open it.
Isn't that kind of the whole process here, right?
It is.
Uncorking.
Yeah, you're a drummer.
Uncorking.
Now you're busting my chops. Busting my.
Give me some.
Give some drum roll. Yeah, why they always gotta make these things baby proof to the point where I can't open? There we go. There we go. Oh, our light just died.
You know what we gotta do?
Oh, it's motion.
There
we
it
go.
is.
There we go. Like I said, we're outside. We're in the wilderness.
You were using your guitar fingers.
The guitar
you
fingers.
Use your drummer arms to.
The drummer arms.
The light.
Work. No, it's this. Not this. It's this. So we're gonna use our little Jack Daniels glasses provided by our good buddy Nate.
Bunkhouse
glasses. And so.
This is my first uncorking with Mr. Skinner here, so
we appreciate
I have to follow the lead.
Partaking. We're out in the woods. I just got flies on me.
Yeah, so if we're swatting, moving our hands is because there's
mosquitoes,
strange flying creatures around us.
This is the real of the real. Real.
See? Now you're gonna get us some blacklisting going on because you almost said some words.
I've said worse.
All right.
It smells real nice.
Your lead, so.
Smells real nice. The color's nice. It's a little darker than some bourbons. I'd kind of imagine that would happen because of the stout that's probably in the pores of the barrel after they age the stout. It's easy on the nose.
Yeah, it's super easy. There's nothing super burning.
No.
Very little oak to it, considering it's been 2 processes in a barrel. So.
Yeah. I just stepped on a twig and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a snake or something.
It could have been a mouse.
Yeah, who knows?
Up here.
All right.
Michigan Island.
Yeah. Cheers.
There we go.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of sweet in the front. It warms up your palate pretty good. Now after a little bit, it's kind of warming up the chest. But it's got that bourbon hit to it a little bit, but it smooths out real fine on the finish.
Yeah, it starts on the tip. It's a little bit more floral.
Yep.
Burned. Got a little heat in the middle. Heat continued through the end, and it dissipated pretty easily. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something I wouldn't have a problem consuming more of, especially around a campfire in the woods.
It's even better on the second turn.
But yeah, it's you know, there's not a lot of vanilla to it. I would have thought there would have been a little bit more
vanilla going
sweetness
through it.
to it. It's more floral than it is sweet.
Yeah.
And I don't get a lot of oak yet.
Yeah, there isn't a ton of smokiness there. But it's a smooth drinker. I mean,
oh, it doesn't hurt. It makes me happy. See there,
yeah.
the heat wasn't half as bad.
After the
easily
second,
50% less heat.
Yeah. And then you
So
get a little
as
bit
we
more
get
of
further down the bottle, it's gonna just be like water.
Yep. And since we're out here in the wilderness, I mean, we're gonna be.
That's what we do.
It's gonna be gone by the end of the night, probably.
All right.
We're gonna hurt in the morning.
So are we rating this thing?
We don't. I mean, if you want to rate it, you can rate it.
Get a scale to it.
I don't know. I've thought about rating things. I've gone through so many. It's hard to. You gotta have to find like that. What you think's the top and what you think's the. Well, for sure the bottom is that PBR. That is the 0.2.
Yeah, I watched your podcast and I came over and attempted to consume, and it was toilet water.
Yeah.
If I could ever imagine what toilet water was, it was pretty close to it.
Yeah, it's no
but
good.
Again, I'm not a paid actor or sponsored by any of these guys, but it was horrible.
Well, with a review like that, there's no way PBR is going to sponsor you.
Hey, you know. Ted High? Yes, possibly. But yeah, this is
it's interesting.
There's not a lot of fanciness to it, and I'm not getting any of the stout. I'm not getting the smokiness. I would have totally thought it'd be a little more smokiness to it within the earthy tones of the oak, and I'm not getting much of that. It's
but
just
there
a little
is
bit of heat, and there's some floral to it.
I think there's also just there's a little bit of butteriness to it after a little bit. You know, it's just kind of
right up front.
Yeah,
maybe with the floral, but
it rinses kind of across the palate, and I think part of it might be because of the stout cask. Might give it that smoother finish.
Well, it's smooth, but there's definitely
I like it.
There's not a lot of bitterness to it, but it's definitely I could sit down and enjoy it for a long time.
Yep. So. And I wouldn't mix it with anything. Me personally.
No, this is straight.
It's a drinker.
What, in the shade?
In the woods.
Probably 80 degrees.
Right now?
Well, it's been mostly 80 today. So
yeah, we've also been on the boat and in the sun for a long period of the day.
Playing cornhole.
And playing cornhole. He beat me. He beat me real.
Here's to
tight game. Cornhole.
Tons of points scored.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. That's our little spiel on the Iron Fish. Finished in the barrel Imperial cask.
Definitely drink more of.
It's good.